Now we are going to solve the question number 9, right? Before that I have given some homework. I hope that you have completed it. In question number 9 they have given such a diagram. What is the name of that quadrilateral? Yes, when the one pair of parallel lines are there, then that quadrilateral is known as trapezium, right? But in that trapezium there are two parallelogram, RISK, that is one, and second one CLUE. So by the help of these two parallelogram we have to find this value of x. So I have taken first parallelogram, RISK is a parallelogram. So here 120 degree one angle is given. So by the use of this 120 degree we will find this RIS. So we will write angle RKE equal to angle RIS, right? So equal to what? What is the measure of RKE? 120 degree. What is the reason? Opposite angles of parallelogram. So what is the benefit of this 120? So now we can pair this RIS with the KSI, right? And we can find this angle, which will help to find the value of x. So now we will make the summation of two angle RIS, angle RIS plus ISK means this angle is equal to what? 180 degree. You know very well the adjacent angle of parallelogram having some supplementary. So after that we can put the value of RIS. Here we have already find RIS. So 120 degree plus ISK equal to 180 degree. So ISK 180 minus 120. So ISK is equal to what? 60, correct? So now we got 60 degree. This is 60 degree. So now we have to only find out this angle E, and we will get the angle X by the angle sum property of triangle. So now we will take the another parallelogram CLUE is a parallelogram. So in this also this angle already given 70 degree. Now we have to find this, right? So angle CLU is equal to angle, opposite angle CEU. And what is the CLU? CLU is 70 degree. Reason? Opposite parallelogram. So this is also 70 degree. Now we have to consider the triangle TES. TES. In the TES, I am making the small diagram of the TES. TES. This is 70. This is 120 and this is X. So by angle sum property, so what is the angle sum property? The summation of all the angles is equal to what? 180 degree. 70 degree plus 120 plus X is equal to 180 degree. Now we will add 1 Now we will let mistakenly we have taken here 60, because this is 60-degree angle, right? This is 60 degree. It is already I have mentioned, by mistake I have taken, I am sorry. So 70 plus 60, 130 degree, plus x to 180 degree. So x equal to 180 minus 130 degree. What is the value of x? So it is 50 degree, right? So in this way we can find the value of x. I hope you will understand it. Now in question number 10, they are asking you explain how this figure is a trapezium. How this figure is trapezium, and if it is trapezium, then which of its two sides are parallel, right? So by seeing you can say that KL is parallel to NM, but we have to prove that why they are parallel, right? If it is trapezium. So to show the any lines parallel, we have to check the criteria of parallel lines. So what is the criteria of parallel lines? So one of them is the sum of interior angle is 180 degree, right? Another criteria, their supplement alternate angle are equal or corresponding angles are equal. So there are no corresponding or alternate, so we will take only supplementary of interior angle. Sum of interior angle is supplementary. So I will take one by one. This is already given 80 degree. So I will take the name K L M N. Sorry, KLM plus LMN is equal to what? 180 degree, right? It should be 180 degree. We have to check that. So KLM is 80, and this is also given 100 degree. So this is 100 degree. Now already right hand side 180. So 80 degree plus 100, 180 degree. Means yes, both the angle sum is 180 degree. Hence we can say that the KL is parallel to NM. Why? Because sum of interior angle is 180 degree, and from this we can say that this only pair is parallel, then we can say that this is a trapezium. Therefore KLMN is a trapezium, right? And its two sides, which are the two sides are parallel? KL parallel to NM. So all the questions of question number 10 I have explained why it is trapezium and which two lines are parallel and why they are parallel, because of the interior angle sum is 180 degree. Okay. Yes, students, now on the basis of question number 10 you can able to solve the question number 11 also. So I am giving homework question number 11. In that question number 11 we have to find the C from the given diagram. In that given diagram we have to find this angle C only. So how we can find the C? To find the C, we will make the angle sum property, interior angle sum is equal to supplementary when the two sides are parallel, right? So first you will show the two sides parallel, AB parallel to DC, and if AB parallel to DC, then the sum of this angle B plus angle C would be equal to 180 degree, and then you will put the angle B value, and naturally you will get the angle C when you are subtracting the B value from the 180 degree. So I hope you will solve this. Now let's move on the next question, that is question number 12. Find the measure of angle P and S if SP parallel to RQ. So all these questions are dependent on the trapezium. You know that trapezium have only one pair of parallel lines. right? So in that parallel line pair, you will get the interior angle. By the help of that interior angle, we can solve this, right? Now, when they are saying SP parallel to RQ, so we have to focus on that. SP, question number 12. SP parallel to RQ. When this is happened, then we can say that by the interior angle of a parallel lines, so we can write here interior angle P plus interior angle Q is equal to what? 180 degree. Plus we can mention there sum of consecutive interior angle. Interior angle is 180 degree. So what is the value of angle P? You don't know. Plus angle of Q, that is given 130 degree. So it is 130 degree. So 130 degree is equal to 180. So angle P is equal to 180 minus 130. So what is the value of angle P? It is 50 degree, right? Now what is the use of this 50 degree now? What they are asking? They are asking you to find the angle P and S, right? So when you get P 50 degree, right, then you can also get this S also, right? But how we can find the P, opposite angle of P is R, right? So we can say that, but this is not a parallelogram, so we cannot apply this opposite angle. So what we will do, we will find the angle R also to find the angle S. So how we can find the angle R? Again, angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. So we can write again angle Q plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. Now this is also the sum of consecutive interior angle in between two parallel lines. So we can write interior angles. So what is the angle of Q? 130 degree. So this is R. What is R? We don't know. Angle R is equal to 180 degree minus 130 degree. So angle R is equal to what? Again it is also 50, right? This is also 50. Okay. Student, this part we don't have to calculate. Sorry, we have no need to find the R because R is already given. It is 90 degree, right? So we will write R here 90 degree, and by the use of R we can find S, because S plus angle R is equal to 180 degree. It is interior angles, right? So we already know the R. So what is the angle S plus angle R? So angle S plus angle R is 90 degree is equal to 180. So angle S is equal to 180 degree minus 90. So angle S is equal to 90 degree. Now they are asking one more question in bracket. If you find R, here they have mentioned, if you find R, measure angle R, is there more than one method to find the P? Means they are saying if you are finding this R, अगर R हमें है हमारे पास, right? So is there more method to find the P? Yes, there is one more method. Why? What is that method? if you know R, so what was that method? So we can add all the angles of this quadrilateral and apply the angle sum property of quadrilateral, that is equal to 360 degree. So we will say yes, there is one more method. To find measure angle P, but when? If measure angle R is given. And which method? That is by angle sum property of a quadrilateral. So how we can apply the angle sum property of quadrilateral? So we will add all the angle P, Q, R, yes, equal to what? 360 degree, you all know. So you don't know this measure angle P, so we will write as it is measure angle P. Others, so I will write 130 plus 90 plus, this is S also 90, right? So what is the sum? 360 degree. So measure angle P is equal to what? Minus 130, 90, 90, 360. So 130 and sorry, here minus 130 plus minus 180, again we have to add 360, so 310 minus, so what is the value of angle P? It is again 50 degree, right? So it is again 50 degree. So in this way, this is another method we can identify. This is a second part of this problem. So easily you can do by both, but the condition is that you should know the value of measure angle R. I hope you will able to solve all the questions, understand all the questions. Thank you.